booty was rocking? Did you know that the booty does? Yeah, it's booty. That the booty was rocking. It's rocking everywhere. It's rocking everywhere. There's 1,000 fish in the sea, but I'm not talking about fish. I'm talking about booty. Gonna rob this convenience store. Please give me money.
Don't do anything stupid.
You should get some help with that personality of yours.
Did you know that the booty was rocking? How's it going? What's going on? Yes, 324. Hold on. Got it. And 85 and... Wait. Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, it's a thing. It's whatchamacallit, I just think about stuff that I do, and then I try to sing show tunes, I guess. Dude, I'm helping you. Shut up. God damn it, with your car. Jeez. Help out a criminal, get shot by a criminal, you know? Jeez. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I guess, yeah, what's going on? Having a good day, Death Dew? Or, I mean, having an okay day, I guess? Did you know that happens, man? Can't mix private and, what is it, personal, I guess. Sometimes people pay attention to this stuff. You know, that's the reason why there's a delay on the live streams, because there's somebody watching. Like, people can say that there's no one watching, but there's someone watching. God damn it. Did you know that the booty was rocking? Did you know that the booty was there? Son of a bitch. That's good. Awesome, man. There's a bunch of them. You know, there's a bunch of opportunities. Booty, booty rocking everywhere. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And also topics, because we're gonna come up with a topic now. Because topics are fun. We're not gonna just walk in circles. The reason I'm walking in circles is to see if there's any motorcycles around or anything like that available. I do have a method to my madness sometimes, and also it helps with the loading of different cars and stuff like that too. There's a train. There's a car. Hopefully there's a car coming. No, there's not cars going backwards now. Awesome. Hopefully he's coming now. Yay. You know what? I'm gonna get that truck over there. Or that motorcycle that's coming. There it is. There we go. Got him. Okay, so, booty rocking everywhere. None, actually. I actually do only, do that on, on live streams now. Only,
Let's go.
come on. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on, man. Jeez. Just jeez.
Suspect on foot.
You calling the cops, goddammit?
Copy that.
$19.
We've got a 148 on Alhambra Drive.
All right. Let's go do a mission. You didn't watch my last live stream? That was my progression for like probably the week. I'm gonna try to see if I can like divvy up my my stuff a little bit more. My my agility, my Alright, now I'm gonna go underneath this I'm gonna stay on the train tracks because there will be a part to where I will be able to leave the cops behind. Oh no, I don't why would you abide by the rules in GTA? It's called Grand Theft Auto for a reason. It's like people are also I think people have played GTA so long that I think people haven't played this game in so long that it's kind of like there's new stuff about it and stuff like that. So, oh yeah, I know. I found it funny as well. It's amusing. It's very amusing. What are you chewing on, Bo? Alright.
We have a car on fire in North Chile Mountain Wilderness. We've got a firearm possession near the survival camp.
I don't know why I did that. Alright. But we're going to come up with a topic. And hopefully try not to judge people. I actually do judge people a lot sometimes. But try not to. But yeah, topic. We're gonna come up with a topic. Let's see here. It's a good topic. Not Topico. What's topic? Topic.
Look out!
There is a good topic. Where is that good topic? Where is a good topic? I don't know. Okay, let's talk about this. I just watched a financial video. Judging a stock. Let's see. It's hard to judge a stock. And also, reading a market is kind of hard too, because some of it doesn't actually have to do with math. Because reading a market, what's the word? A market growth rate is easy. But reading where a market will go inside of a company. God damn it! Reading the way that a company will go, and within a certain group. I'm gonna sit down because this is annoying. And Bo, you're annoying when you're chewing that bone. God damn it! I just ran into a car. All right. I didn't look at the screen for like a couple seconds. Let's see. Yeah, let's see here. I'm so freaking bored sometimes. But yeah, okay. Let's keep talking about the same topic because we're actually onto something here. Because it has a lot to do with the way that people actually build their companies and the way that people build into a franchise, and also having to do with the way that people actually build their lives around their jobs. Because sometimes people build their lives on their jobs and they're just what's the word? Destined for failure. So like I'm not I don't care about viewers or anything like that. But and I won't and I don't try to judge my audience, I guess God damn it. There's my motorcycle. Their car. And he's gonna fucking ruin it. God damn it. Alright, that's really cool. Oh. Alright. Alright. I hurt my arms a little bit. But it's okay. I mean, to turn into because this is rant. You son of a bitch! You ran for my. I don't care about. Is there another car right here that has? And I'm probably gonna have to block Death Dew eventually, but I'm still gonna stay described. No worries, but I'm not gonna build on my thing because it kind of run other people away. I do want to have a discussion, and in order for me to have that discussion, I need people to be kind of non-intuitive. Which I'll block you, Death Dew. I'm sorry. My channel. And try to. I know people do that. I put C onto a message board. Onto a message board. and then don't comment on it at all. Happens. But understandably so. I had a big of a deal for people that of get into a discussion sometimes, kind of like a little bit more lightly. And for an introvert, you're kind of pretty what's the word? Aggressive. Messenger, I guess. Death do. For the reason. Whatever. You can mess much as then. But anyways. Banana ways. It's like the most weird things. People think about different stuff. Because I know that I think about different stuff whenever I think about food. But also do... But, I'm just guessing over there. Motorcycle.
Shit!
Awesome. Alright, I am trying to have a discussion with... I don't want people to get that people are like that I'm a supporter of felony or don't tell them. Even if they are with
Damn.
So okay. Let's see. Let's see. Because basically, I guess the reason why sometimes certain actually stray or rock struggles that the company has. I mean, in some ways, a lot of things New Orleans has sometimes can be put on the back burner because of actually treat their customers, but you know, because sometimes people like really like to give them the whole experience and stuff like that. But the way that they treat their employees, you know, it's an at-will workforce, but people treat it as such as if the person, what's that, Bo? Okay, the person, that if the person didn't have, what's the word, stock in the whole experience of what a, like to say a bellman doesn't have any stock in a hotel, or to say that a
Get out the fucking way.
and to say that that's only for special people, I guess. For special people, I guess. For a few people, for a while, I guess, record and stuff like that. But understandably so, I guess a lot of times the reasons for a lot of firings, hirings, and turnover rates in different companies is literally because of them not offering stocks, bonds, or benefits.
Fucking beautiful.
Nice. That's actually really cool.
need
son
to
of a
borrow
bitch.
your car, lady.
But yeah, understanding that that there's a lot of people that will workforces that get the shaft because of it. But also too, I'm talking about stocks, and the fact is that the stocks that people actually go for sometimes are the ones that are gonna make them easy money, and they're the ones that. And that's reasons why people actually do. And sometimes a lot of reasons why people actually do not invest in companies. Not invest in companies is because of the constant push through of the constant push people and different things, and I'm trying to get good. Oh, you fucking bitch! He's got a fucked up car now. All right. I'm gonna get this one. All right. And then I'm gonna go to but okay. As that within those stocks, within those bonds, you'll see or within those parts of, I guess, within those stocks and bonds, you'll find a speculative kind of thing, and within that journalism, people decide that they're going to control markets. Like to say, for instance, a person with one person's opinion comes, I guess, thousands of people who either agree with him or don't agree with him. Therefore, what they would represent one opinion as, what they would represent an opinion as is they would decide that a person's opinion decides a market, but in actuality, the need decides the market. So the person's opinion is also a luxury within, I guess, what people would actually call certain things like that. Certain things like I want toilet paper, and I want the best non-invasive toilet paper. Is the best non-invasive toilet paper on the market is the softest one, right? Shit. Not always. Sometimes it has to be strong as well as soft. So you think the softest one, like on the butthole, right? Because you're thinking about the butthole. And when you think about the butthole, you think about what's the word? Let's see. Here. When you think about the butthole, you think about, oh my God, that's poop coming out of there. Technically, it's almost sterile, but it's not exactly sterile because of the way that things attach themselves immediately to poop. So, the exact same thing comes from like disposing of poop, and actually there are bigger stocks and bonds and a whole bunch of different other things in actually dealing with that stuff than you would think that dealing with cars. Dealing with cars are like the stocks are super high, but if a person messes up on a certain thing, realize that that stock itself is, yeah, I wanted to do that. That was funny. Realize that stock itself is fleeting because of doing that, bro. Open around me. Go over there. Come on. Up up. Alright, thank you, Bo. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it near you now. Yeah, he's not gonna do it near me. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Bo, for not chewing the bone near me in my ear. It's like someone smacking their food constantly, or chewing like a cow. I like to say that, like if they're immediately chewing like a cow, that makes them. That's like, I mean, either that doesn't make them not hot. It makes me want to talk to them. Or to have little words as possible. How's it going, whoever that is? But yeah, okay. It's like difference, okay? The difference is like the need for toilet paper versus the need for cars. That's what I'm talking about as far as stocks and bonds go. If you want to message me about it, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But yeah, the need for toilet paper versus the need for cars is very different. Understanding that there are certain things you need for your it's not a car that's on anything. Okay, I'm gonna get back in this one.
Come on.
But okay. Understanding that there's a difference between toilet paper and cars. So for instance, examples. If a car has so many moving parts, the more complicated the item, the more complicated the amount of stock that you can actually get for it. It's like so many different things actually. Was it? What's the word? So many different things actually make up the car, but you have to realize that. And I fucked up. Come on, swim it. Just keep swimming. Oh shit! It's too fucking goddamn it. All right. But understanding that within that car lies so many different gears, so many different components that can go wrong, so many different can actually go wrong. So what you want to do sometimes, is that a gas can? It's not a gas can, it's something else. But understanding that that there are so many things within a certain I'd say within a certain component of a car that decide its stock value. So, like, say for instance, the reputation of a motorist or a consumer, the reputation of a motor pool, like say for instance, you're and I really got to turn this off. There we go. The actual reputation what a customer has sometimes actually decide.
Whoa, too close.
You can just realize that there's a certain amount of paper towels. Like there's been a paper towel boom in certain areas, in certain places, in cities. That actually you can tell by the amount of paper towels or the amount, the brand paper towels. So, not that bad, okay, but still cheap, and you're good. Still get the job done, sort of. And yeah, I just lost a viewer. I don't really give a shit, but I'm talking about something that's pertinent. So, within a given stock value of something that's exactly, let's say, really like that people build their lives around. Okay, you realize that people don't build their lives around toilet paper, and if they do, then they're probably the best at it, and they're the most expensive. So, you realize that a person within those bounds brings their life around toilet paper. They just love toilet paper. They like doing things. The amount of toilet paper that actually, let's see, is soft or has lotion or aloe, dried out different things, or powdered lotion or anything like that, you have to understand that there's residual. So the amount of stuff that you actually wipe on yourself, that's poop, the more lotion that, say, a Kleenex has on it, the more residual lotion is left on your body. But you have to realize, too, that the lotion itself cakes up. And when the lotion cakes up on your nose or anything like that, you get some sort of blemish. And when that blemish starts to pool over or anything like that, your lack of science and knowledge and all those other different things starts to come into play for the stock or price of a napkin or tissue or a piece of toilet paper. So your lack of knowledge says that if I get something that's more expensive and has lotion and things like that are good for my skin, you have to realize that sometimes that lotion, that same lotion, can make you sick. That same lotion can actually get you into what's the word? It can actually make you more sick than you were before you used the piece of tissue.
Come on, bro.
But also understanding that there are cars that can make you sick as well. The residual that's left on leather or anything that soaks up moisture any sort of thing like that. And you also have to realize that people are germophobic and they don't realize the reasons why they're germophobic. But when you understand that that there are certain aspects of every single stock that everyone should be appointed to, and the reasons why sometimes they don't allow certain markets to go through is actually to sometimes stop viruses in a huge economy. So within that stock there are regulations, and there are regulations because those people who build their lives around everything and know so much about the certain kind of thing that there is, about whatever thing that they're into or whatever stock that they're into, they decide that they're going to build their lives around a certain thing. And if they build their lives around that certain thing, then what they don't realize is that they're building their lives they're pigeonholing themselves basically. And once they pigeonhole themselves, they think that life gets easier, or that the thing that they do is going to get easier. But once they realize that that has a lot to do with mental capacities and the way that people actually start to realize markets and realize different things about themselves, what they have to understand, and what they really have to understand, is that there's a residual with everything. Whether it's residual moisture on a tissue or as a residual thing. Basically, everything is not tracked by math or statistics. What you have to understand within those statistics is that everything is like art, because art itself emulates life. Everything is like life, because life itself sometimes is not explainable by physics. But understandably so, the reasons why it's not by physics is because our planet within our own rights, within our own solar system, is affected by our own specific tonal of gravity. That gravity itself is specific to our own planet. It's like they would say that, oh, it's like Earth-like, but yeah, there's also a whole bunch of planets that have, and also people would like, it's like, okay, you don't know the difference between 1.2 Earth's gravity or 2.1 Earth's gravity.
Officers report a reckless driver west.
Just a percentage higher, a percentage lower, it could change the way people balance. It can change the way people do things. It can change the way things are affected by Earth's gravity. It also could change the timing of a person. Amazing. Anyways,
Suspects are now on the freeway. Acknowledged.
But yeah, Realizing that that has everything to do with every stock that has ever existed or ever will exist. People will have to understand that math, science, and pretty much everything go into everything. And there is residual stuff that always leaks off and affects something, and in a certain way probably makes you sick, or doesn't make you sick, or makes someone else sick, or makes someone else do something. Like, realize that there are things out there that can make you sick at a moment's notice. And within those bounds, there are a lot of times you cannot predict what is going to happen after your lunch, or what is going to happen literally 5 to 6 hours from now.
What is this bullshit?
But within those bounds, we create formulas. If this is this, if this is this, this is this. If that is that, then that is that, that is this. Then all those other different letters and words and functions and different things like that, realize that in some ways every single equation itself is all speculative. They say that, Newton's law of motion is still in motion, or it's still in law, still law of whatever. But everything is constantly being, let's see, within our own gravitational force, everything is constantly, or Murphy's law. An object set in motion stays in motion. But understandably so, if an object that's set in motion stays in motion, you have to realize that we're all still in motion. So within those bounds, you have to realize that even this car going at this certain speed of whatever, realizing that this is light itself, and light itself gives off a residual. Controlling light and controlling everything around you has shut up. Controlling light or controlling anything of that nature has Bo, what are you eating? Are you eating off the... You're chewing the paper. Stop chewing the paper. Alright, but yes, realizing that there are, that there are certain reasons for a whole bunch of different stuff in science, and that has everything to do with every single stock and every single thing. And actually, over time, the reasons why they're trying to stop climate change is because it changes the physics. It can change physics so hard. It changes physics. That's what it does. It completely changes physics. It does. It changes everything we've ever learned up to this point. And in some ways, it changes things for things that we can't measure sometimes. Not only does it affect business and it affects everything, not only will everything be affected by climate change and a whole bunch of different stuff like that, whether it's being affected by humans or not, because that's either a speculative term that people are actually saying, or there's facts to it in some ways, and realizing that, oh my god, I'm not a scientist, but I somehow know everything about science. It's like, yeah, the same thing with me. I'm not a scientist, but sometimes I know a lot of stuff about science. But realizing that that within those bounds of science, it basically changes everything about business. And it will change the way that people actually do business and the regions they do business in. And sometimes the people living in a certain area that they don't want to do business in because they had bad experiences before, they don't want to do it. So, understandably so, that's also the reasons why people are trying to change climate change, or actually think that they have climate change for the better. It could be racism. It could be bigotry. It could be anything. It could be anything you really think about. But understandably so, the reasons why the stock market doesn't change sometimes and only fluctuates like a cent or a centimeter is because over time, that cent is a lot. And they're talking about the NASDAQ as a whole, which means it doesn't really mean that they're talking about the fluctuations of a market itself. I mean, they're talking about a fluctuation of a market itself. They're not talking about one stock itself, because literally I don't like you either. Anyways,
Citizens reporting the 417 King on North Coffee.
but understanding that that there are different kinds of, like, even the way that different people speak differently or say something differently. People could not like the way that people do that, or not like the way that people do stuff. It's like, but understandably so. I can't afford, even though I'm not affording anything, I'm just doing this because I'm doing it. Yes, amazing. Amazing. Yes. I'm amazing. That was terrible. Anyways, but realizing that that also people people don't realize that that I'm onto them. People have no idea that I'm onto them. They just don't know. They don't understand the fact of me being onto them, if that's a reason for it to be able to be shaking in their boots. And most of the time, I don't want them to think that they're shaking, that they should be shaking in their boots. I'm smarter than a lot of people, but I don't show it because I'm not stupid. Understanding that stocks and bonds are a whole bunch of different, like, whatever things. I don't have to know the specific abbreviation of something to know what something does. Does it have a retainer? Does it have insurance? Does it have a certain thing? Is it worth a certain amount of money because of how what emotions are set on it, or people were, yeah. But yeah, understanding that morals, and I should have gone down that little trench right there. That would have probably been a better idea for me, but I didn't, because I didn't see it coming up. But I'm smart, and it's hard to be able to see through someone's barriers, someone's just idiocy, plain idiocy, and I can see through it. It's stupid. I can see through a bunch of it. I really wish sometimes people would just stop and not always try to be stuff like that, because it does depend on what's. It's not a game. Being famous isn't a game. It's about helping people and helping people see through them to themselves. And if you're not, that's the game itself. How good are you at a certain thing? And if you're not good at a certain thing, then everyone's gonna make fun of you the entire time you're going up to whatever you're going to, whatever thing you're going to, whatever goal you have, whatever subscriber amount you have. People are going to be making fun of you the entire time. And realize that if it's the majority of your audience, then you're not looking for people who are, I guess, what's the word? You're not looking for people who are going to treat you okay. And only, sometimes you only might find a handful of those people. But in the reality, people judge people accordingly to what they do and how they do it. And it has everything to do with stocks and bonds. And the way people actually build their lives around those stocks and bonds. The way people actually build their lives and say that I'm going to do this for a time, and I'm going to say things for a time, and I'm going to get experience. And when experience is up to a certain point, I'll be able to become a manager. And then through that, I'll be able to do a whole bunch of different other stuff within my own bounds, or within my own mind. Realize that it doesn't just take being savvy. It takes knowing yourself. It takes knowing not just the market, but the way that people move within that market. And within knowing yourself, you know a piece of humanity. And if we switch to Franklin, I'm going to switch to... and we're gonna do some minutes of missions. Realize there are so many things to be able to get into. There's so many people to be able to say, you know what? But also realizing within those bounds, there are people themselves that just want the limelight, or just want to see through to a limelight, to somewhere that they thought they could see through to. And within giving those things a voice or a place within that limelight, realize that you're not building fame, you're building infamy. If you're willing to go to any length to get fame, or any length within the parameters of the things you actually do want to do, it's like if you realize that if you realize that fame itself is subjective, then you'll realize the same reason for stock and bonds going up and down constantly. Or whatever, CP, whatever the hell you want to call it. Oh, why you abbreviated it so you didn't want everyone to know what the hell it was called. I'm not stupid, but I'm also not a dumbass either, because if everyone knew what a stock or bond was, then the market wouldn't fluctuate as much, and people wouldn't be in it for money. They'd be in it for stability. In the same sense, realizing that there are instances that keep going because they think it's a horse. But understandably so, what they kick a dead horse. If you're getting money out of it, it's a living horse, and it does kick back. Always remember that. If there are people watching it, or if there are anybody watching it, or if there are bots watching it, or if there are people trying to say that oh, through the bots you're actually representing a certain thing, realize that there are so many people out there that actually do deserve a lot of fame for the things that they do every day. And in some places, in some ways, it's because the only reason why I guess I'm kind of and realize that the only reason why people go through a whole bunch of different stuff to be famous, or to be a bunch of different things, that even if you're speaking, ether is, someone's gonna hear it at some point. And really, just saying that I'm not doing because certain follows happen. Okay, it's fun. That's also sometimes the reason why I'm doing something. Shit, and see how stupid it is. It is. And within bounds, I'm looking for a market. That's what I'm doing. Doing this. If there's no market in New Orleans for regional parts of people actually looking on videos and realizing that sometimes they need to, I'd say build themselves a better market. That's what I'm doing. I want to see what people want to discuss. And that's what I'm looking for. But if there's not an actual accurate representation, I'll do whatever the hell I want to do and go to a different market in a different state. There are only so many people in a certain market, and there are only so many people in a certain place. And I'm not going to be trending on a big thing because I'm not going to use those thumbnails and those awesome things for edits and stuff like that. Because I'm really not. Because I realize that I'm just not going to do it. It's dumb to me. Not to say that people who do it are dumb, but it's dumb for the platform that I'm trying to use. So that's what I'm gonna do, Death Dew. Sorry, Death Dew. And it was good run while it lasted. But no one puts their things out there just because they don't want to hear something back. And I'd say that I'm gonna do that not because of the fact that you told me it was a felony or anything like that. The fact that you joke around afterwards, and I'd say you don't really feel like within your own things. I think sometimes you probably have deep-seated regression of emotions and a nonchalantness sometimes sometimes puts that into a thing. So realize that you're nonchalant about just your emotion. I'm not anything. I really am serious about most of the things that I do. And in the same sense, I am trying to get a market sense, but I'm only trying to get a market who would actually like my comic. And also too, I'm trying to build myself a resume as well. Because that's what people do on this YouTube thing. They build themselves a resume, and they work their asses off, and they do a whole bunch of stuff. So, I'm done. I'm just gonna do a whole bunch of stupid shit. I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna run up this. How's it going, viewer? If you want to message me, you can. I'm talking about the stock market and the rise and fall in it. And 11. It's funny to me. Because I don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't care. It's like, if people don't like my stuff, then that's fine. I'm completely fine with that.
Man, fuck this shit.
We're gonna go skateboarding. Yeah, you probably saw the message board. It's okay though. I'm gonna block that dude because he decides to take it over sometimes, and all right. Quit trying to bite the couch, Bo. It's weird. I know you're biting the phone. Stop biting the couch.
Man, I'm sorry, fool.
I can't land it. Oh well.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, I realized that that you're in your own market. As soon as you start making content, you're in a market. And if that market is full of bots and you're trying to what's the word? Then that's where that market will stay stagnant, because you won't get any more viewers. Because people usually talk to each other.
That bastard just robbed me.
Where's he at?
Do you want to die over this fool?
Got him. Okay, I do not condone violence. I'm very sorry. I was just trying to get... There's the point in the game. This is guaranteed money. I got $500. Yeah. $500. It's so stupid. Alright, but yeah, making sure that you understand your audience. And, I'm sorry, very much sorry, Death Dude, but I'm gonna have to block your messaging. Because you're taking over my message boards, you're not giving me a good look, about, what people actually do. Or what people would actually like during a live stream. And also, I got called from that, charity. So I couldn't do it. I have to do some research before I get to the, policeman's fund. So, realize that if you do research and gives you charity, then things happen and people get people get the right amount of money instead of people taking a cut or taking a percentage. So all right, I'm gonna go to my laptop and block the dude that's been insanely taking over my goddamn message boards. All right. I'm not doing anything right now, but I'm gonna do stuff on something. I don't know. Anyways, you are your own one-man bomb squad, and within those realms, be able to create and make your own self. Even if you have been the victim of a crime, or you are the perpetrator of a crime, and you're ready to reconcile. Realize that you are one. I realize that sometimes people people try to make a situation out of something sometimes. They start to make what they think is they start to make what they think is a certain situation, or what they think is a certain person, or if they have an idea of what that certain person is, or the way that certain person does things. That has everything to do with stocks and bonds and a whole bunch of different other stuff. And it has to do with markets and shares, and companies die and live every day. That's the reason why I'm hesitant to take mine out, because it might probably fail, and what I'm actually thinking about would probably not happen, but realize if you make a good product like toilet paper or tissue or napkins or anything like that, then you have to make them obviously textured, and you might have to make them soft, but don't put too much lotion on them, or else you could literally cause a Zika virus to spread. So realize that good thing, and this has been pretty dry, but you know what? Yeah, and I don't have anything to say after that, because whatever. All right, have a good day, and enjoy your day. I gotta go block Death Dew. Sorry, man. Have a good day.